Hello! You are watching the Video Voters Guide, organized by the League of Women Voters of Portland. All candidates who filed for this race were invited to participate in the Video Voters Guide. However, there are many reasons during a campaign why a candidate may be unable to appear. For comprehensive coverage by the League, including information on candidates who might not have been available for a video interview, visit vote411.org. Information is available in both English and Spanish. Candidates may choose to include additional information on Vote 411, such as their own YouTube videos. Watch, share, and be an informed voter.
Hello, this is Haley McLaughlin from the League of Women Voters of Portland, and with me today is Helen Ying, running for the Multnomah Education Service District at-large position 2 in the May 18th special election. Welcome, Helen.
Hi, Haley.
Good to have you. Helen, voters are often less familiar with the functions of the education service districts than they are with their local school districts. Can you describe one or two functions of the MESD that you think voters will be surprised to learn about?
Yeah, actually, MESD, as you said, has many services that we provide in the region. And I think one that voters may find surprising is the education program that we provide for incarcerated youth. And I want to talk a bit more about that is that, what we do for the incarcerated youth is not only to provide a good education for them while they're in incarceration, but we want to find a way to help them reacclimate back to their home schools. And we also want to find a way to help them when they leave the institutions, that they have a way to enter career paths as well. So Bars to Bridges is a program that we have currently, and we're looking into other services to help our students reacclimate back to schools.
Great. What specifically motivated you to run for a position on the MESD board rather than run for a position for your local school board?
So, to be honest, I was approached by the chair at the time of MESD to consider running for MESD. And then as I looked into more about the work of MESD, so my education, my background is in education. So I have worked in 6 different schools in 3 different school districts. And so I've also want to just tell a little bit about my own history. I immigrated to the U.S. when I was 11 years old, joining my grandfather, who, my grandfather died a long time ago, but he is the first to come to the States. And having grown up, not seeing too many people like myself in any type of office, I decided that I need to find a way to help our communities, and having the skill set that I have and experience that I have in education, I find that with the scope and all the work that MESC does, that's a good fit where I could actually put used my experience and my skill set of one unique thing is being able to see the trees and the forest at the same time.
Great. How do you see the MESD supporting participating school districts as students return to in-person schooling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is such a big question, and it is so important as well. But I do want to share with you that what MESD has done over time, since we got hit by the pandemic, and we had to move from in-person to comprehensive distance learning. And one of the things that MESD has done already to prepare for in-person is to make sure that all of the schools have the PPE that's required. And also during the time when when vaccine became available for educators, we were the leaders in helping to get educators vaccinated so that they're prepared to go back to in-person schools. And then during the time when they had to have distance learning, we ensure that students who had challenges with connectivity, internet connectivity and lacking the devices needed, to have online learning, we make sure that was available to our students, as well as we help our component districts to do the same.
What do you think is the biggest challenge facing our public schools right now, and what is your plan to address it?
Well, as we all know, there are many challenges. If I were to choose one to focus on today, I want to just talk a little bit about, again, my own experience of going through the public school system, at times feeling like the other, because so much of our many systems in our country are rooted in just the white perspectives. And so, and rooted in, just that narrative of the dominant culture. So one of the things I do believe is really find a way to ensure students who, specifically, in the BIPOC communities, feel that they belong, and that the gaps that have been there, for the opportunity gaps, that we could narrow it for all of our students. And so I want to just say three things that we're doing at MESD to help that right now. One is that we are actually looking at how to help to diversify the workforce. We have begun a Grow Your Own Teachers program, and currently we have 60 educational assistants from both the agencies and regional districts participating in it. So I'm very excited about that. The other thing is we have a regional school board equity team that's working together to operationalize our equity lens and equity policies. And the third thing I want to mention is that we're really wanting to find a way to help all school districts to implement teaching the ethnic studies content standards that has been adopted by the State Board of Education just January of this year.
Thank you. What should be done to promote safety in public schools?
That is such an important aspect. And I truly believe in order to have safety, we have to have the strong relationships of just our teachers with their students, and just in general across the board in our schools, so that our students and teachers are able to communicate, and they know, the teachers know what the students' needs are and how to help them, and ensuring that they get access to services like talking with the social and mental emotional needs are met, and so that they feel open to talk about what safety needs they have, and that our schools are nurturing and welcoming warm spaces where our students feel safe. So I think relationships is really the top priority.
Well, thank you, Helen, for joining us today. I want to remind our viewers that this special district election will be Tuesday, May 18th. As with all elections in Oregon, we will be voting by mail. The last day to register is Tuesday, April 27th. Ballots will be mailed beginning Wednesday, April 28th, and must be received by Tuesday, May 18th at 8 p.m. Postmarks do not count. Please plan to mail early or use a drop-off site. Additional information about races and other election information is available at the league-sponsored website, vote411.org. Please be an informed voter and share this resource with your family and friends. This is Haley McLaughlin with the League of Women Voters of Portland. Thank you for joining us today.